Captain Snetterton spent a sleepless night. By the morning, he decided to forego another recce and set off at dawn. 2 frogs were to lead off up the northwest face. The European tree frog, striking out west towards the Kanaka Pass, and the Italian agile frog going for the summit. The 2 edible frogs and the European marsh frogs were to remain at base camp, with the Himalayan sleeping frog to be held in reserve for the 200-mile push towards the Brazilian border. And if there was any time left, they would go on to look for the source of the Amazon and the so-called silly route to India. But time was running out, and he was aware that he was confronted by forces as strong and elemental as nature herself.
You fell asleep then, Sergeant Major? Sergeant Major? Sergeant Major? Corporal Miller? Who's that? Is that you, Miller?
Oh, God. I thought you were one of the nignogs, sir.
Oh, I wish you wouldn't call them nignogs, Sergeant Major. They're rational human beings with an indigenous culture as worthy of respect as our own.
Yes, sir. I've just been having a bash with one of them, too, sir. Right, bit of stuff she wants, sir.
Have you been fraternising with the natives?
Well, a bit more than just fraternising, sir.
You're supposed to be guarding the boxes.
I couldn't get away, sir. Every time I pulled them around the houses up, she pulls them down again, sir. Then you see, she has this idea, sir. In one corner of the room, there's a big...
No, I don't want to hear about that. It's absolutely disgusting. I put you in charge of guarding the frogs at a very critical time, and you go off hobnobbing with a native girl. Well, this is a scientific expedition, Sergeant Major, and you must not, repeat, not fraternise with the natives, valid though their culture is.
Sorry, sir.
Well, we'll forget about it this time. I've got more important things to do. I've decided we'll set out today.
I think it's the real thing this time, sir.
What?
Love, I mean, sir.
What are you talking about?
I want to marry her, sir.
Marry her?
Marry her. I want to marry her, sir.
Sergeant Major, I don't think you realise the gravity of your situation. You desert your post, and then you expect me to give you permission for some squalid liaison with a native girl. You know perfectly well what it says in the King's regulations about mixed marriages in the forces.
Yes, sir. That's why I'm resigning, sir. I felt I ought to come and tell you, sir, that I'm not coming on the expedition now, sir. I'm going to stay here with Barbara, sir. We're going to grow guano.
I don't believe it.
That's bird shit, sir. I think there's a lot of it around here for fertiliser, sir.
I just don't know what to say.
Well, it's funny, sir, but I suddenly see that their way of life out here is a lot richer and a lot more individually satisfying than ours is, sir. And they don't half go, sir.
But after all the years of preparation we put into the expedition, on the very morning when we're about to set out...
Oh, well, if you knew the little woman, sir, you'd understand. She's, she's got no trace of sardonicism about her, sir, and she's intellectually very sharp, too, and she's considerate as well. Well, that anyway.
Oh, shut up.
Barbara said to tell you, sir, that, well, I don't quite know how to put this, sir, but, well, she's got a friend, sir, who's taking a bit of a shine to you, and, oh, she's a little darling, sir. And if you wanted to come with us into the guano business, sir...
Go away, you dirty man.
Yes, sir.
Corporal Miller? Could I see you at once, please? Corporal Miller, I want you to... Oh, dear, I'm sorry. Miller, when you've finished, could I see you, please? Miller as well. I can't... shooting the frogs, man! Go! What are you doing down there? What about the frogs, man? I'll have you court-martialed, whipped. Come on! Come on, then! Come on!
He was too late. The frogs had gone. Let loose. Only the Himalayan sleeping frog, which, going about its normal occupation of sleeping, had not taken advantage of the chance of freedom, remained.
Scouring the ground, that's right. Keep looking, come on. Looking, frogs, I want frogs. Come on, anyone else who looks at one of the Look, under there, over there. You, over there. Go on, that's it. That's better. Come on, all of you. You'll find these frogs.
Sorry to hear you had a bit of trouble in the night.
Oh, nothing to worry about. Only 6 years of research, gone.
I heard a couple of your chaps have decided to stay, going into the guana business.
Bit of trouble with Sergeant Major Bing, that's all. Mentally unstable, you know. Couldn't take the pace.
Young Miller came to see me this morning with his new wife.
Wife? Miller? He's in the bloody army. Where is he?
Well, they've gone into Queequeg to the Building Society. I gave them the address.
He'll be court-martialed. I'll tear his bowels out with my own hands.
I told you, old boy, you can't fight these people. You might as well go or stay.
You don't seem to realize, Mr. Gregory. I'm going to see this one up. I shall stay here until this frog expedition has achieved everything it set out to achieve. And that is final. You understand?
Carry a backhand. Rod Reeves, a forehand lob down the backstreet.
Turn that off.
Carry a backhand. The duty down the line, 30-40.
Turn that off.
Serving for the fourth set, 48.
Turn it off.
Olivares of Spain in the semi-final. So here.
You shouldn't have done that, old boy.
Clutching only the Himalayan sleeping frog, Snetterton took to the mountains. After 3 weeks of wandering through the Cordillera, Snetterton's failure seemed complete. On June the 4th, 1927, 3.5 months after leaving England, he ate the Himalayan sleeping frog. In a final note, found in a final note box, Snetterton wrote,
Today I ate the last of the sleeping frog. The plucky little fellow had saved my life without waking up once. I ate him with a sort of berry sauce and a very acceptable lichen and moss souffle. Brought out the delicate flavours of the...
Nothing more was heard or seen of Captain Walter Snetterton, the man who set out with such high hopes to conquer the most unforgiving mountains of all. But the 6 frogs who were released hopped into Mexico City, 6,300 miles north. Captain Snetterton's belief in high-altitude amphibian exploration had been justified after all. Once again, science had proved that there are no limits to man's achievements. Without such men of courage and determination as Captain Walter Snetterton, the world would never have had self-opening doors, the non-stick saucepan, nor any of the other wonders of modern technology, which have made our world a finer, healthier,